Hello guys, and welcome back to another part of Settlers 2. Nice and snuggly game. Love this game. And I also noticed that I was quite annoyed that this thing like unticked itself all the time. But it's pretty good because that's allowed me to see that I have a ship waiting for orders. Which means it's stocked up. Seems like they both have. Which they probably have. Not sure that's a good idea, but anyway. A ship is ready to set sail basically, so we're gonna do that. And it's very simple. You just choose one of these arrows and it will take you to a predestined harbor spot somewhere on the map. So let's send this off. And this one seems red as well, so I'm gonna send it off the other direction. And then it's gonna tell me when it arrives, which I can't see because I unticked it here. So I guess I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. And now I have annoyingly many messages. Here, I'm never gonna ever... Okay, great. There we go. So let's see, we found some ore here, that guy seems done. Doesn't really look like I can build anything. There could be iron ore here. I'm gonna risk it. If it doesn't explicitly say, then you can't be sure about it. And apparently... Oh yeah! My ship has landed. It's quite close, but it's on the other side of this little river here. The enemy isn't here, obviously. He's to the south of me, and I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. So I'm going to continue further south. And my other ship has also landed over there. I'm going to let it go further down. Let's see where it ends up. Like that. And now I want to check this border out, see how we're doing here. Okay, that looks really nice. He's building up some buildings I don't need to worry about there. The catapult's probably not having much to do. Yeah, he built up a guardhouse here. But it's not manned yet, so the catapult can't attack it. It can only attack manned buildings. These cores are done. They have... totally hacked out all the stone that was here. So when this building gets manned, which it will be quite soon, I assume. If he has soldiers actually, because I see that he still hasn't like added any more soldiers here. I'm wondering what's wrong with his soldier production. It's really, really bad. Which is just a good thing for me, obviously. Let's see, I think I want to hack off some stuff here. And then we want to check out what else is in this mountain. I'm assuming it's just more coal, but we want to make sure, obviously. And yeah, why not continue our expanse into enemy territory? I'm gonna see how it looks there. Got a coin coming in. I might want to... Yeah, I'm gonna stop coin supply there. How are we doing over here? This is where I wanted to build another mint. And at the moment it doesn't really seem like I need it. I really feel like I have the upper hand here if he is out of soldiers already. Which is a bummer. I thought he was going to be a bit harder. But I'm not going to jinx myself just yet. So I'm going to attack this. If he only has the one soldier, I'm going to attack with 4. So let's hope I'm right there. And let's check out this guy while I'm waiting. So we are all the way, you can see here how it's traveled on the map, all the way... No, that's another ship, we are here. And I'm like right there, so I don't feel like there's a necessity to build a harbor right here. So let's continue. Found some coal like I thought, he can continue looking. And the stone is now sending off stones, catapult is sending off stones to this little building here. If he hits it, it will burn down. So, fingers crossed. Doesn't look like he will though. No. That was a horrible miss. So it looks like my soldiers have engaged in combat over here. I see one of my soldiers right there. And there's another one. But the rest of the battle might be going on. Ah, seems like I won. So see they're moving in here to the watchtower. And we did win. So let's make sure immediately that there are no catapults in the vicinity. And I can't really see any, so looks like that's safe then. Another shit road, as always. Oh, here's a lot going on. Aurora has landed. I'm actually gonna see if I can maybe sneak a bit closer to enemy land and sneak up from behind him. That would be great. She's actually right on the western border here of him. So it would be interesting to build up here and maybe connect with myself over here. Or continue further south like my other ship. But you know what, I'm actually gonna build my harbor here. Let's see, where did I do there? So, my little construction worker there, builder, he's all alone here. But he can't be attacked. It's one of those things that's kind of funny about this game. You can only attack the soldiers, so all the other guys are safe, obviously. That reminds me of something that could happen in the old game, because I remember I had this one soldier when I took over this tower in the previous part that kind of got lost and confused and walked off somewhere. In the original game, if it was too far for the soldier to walk back to a storehouse, he would actually die. I think it was a certain amount of steps or something. I have no idea how many, but after a certain amount of steps the soldier would die, so you had to have a storehouse close enough for him to get into. The distance wasn't like very short, it was maybe from this watchtower a bit further than this storehouse actually, but they could obviously get lost and stuff. The AI wasn't as good at all in the original as it is in this one, so they could like wander off over here somewhere and into enemy land and just wander around, and after a while they'd just die. The same will happen, you might not see this actually, but it will happen when you destroy the enemy. The enemy, like builders and workers and everything that are in the building that you destroy, a storehouse that you destroy, will walk around and then they die if there isn't a storehouse close enough to house them that they can go into. We have depleted a coal mine, so we will destroy that and build up a new one at once. I'll actually build up 2 new ones, because I'm pretty sure we need to keep our coal production. Yeah, coal is what we need loads of. Let's get back to this place and mark out our coal here. Oop. Double clicking again. There we go. And Aurora has... okay, so it was the same harbor. Let's check what happens if I click this. Will I go back to... I probably will. It might be that he has the entire coastline here, so I can't build any harbor right here. And then I have no idea obviously how much he has over here in the eastern part. But so far, since I'm playing him on normal, he is surprisingly easy actually. The AI is not giving me much fight at the moment. And I feel like I should... let's see... I will continue my... okay, he's building a guardhouse there. My catapult is continuing its bombardment of that one. So I'm gonna leave that guardhouse to that. I'm gonna hope that my catapult will hit eventually. Although, as you notice, it has a really bad hit chance. Yeah, I think it might have something to do with distance as well. Let's attack this building actually, because if we succeed... let's see if we can, first of all. Yeah. If we succeed, then he will get everything he will lose, so that's pretty good. And how many soldiers you can attack with is dependent on terrain a little bit, and a very big portion is dependent on what kind of military buildings you have in the vicinity and how many soldiers are close by, simply. So, for some reason, I don't really know why, we can only attack with 4 soldiers here. But I have some strong soldiers nearby, so I'm gonna attack with them. Now they're all coming from that building. For some reason these ones can't attack. There's also things that you can't control in this game. And there's also no way for me, when attacking this building for instance, to know which one of these 2 are going to attack it. So sometimes you just have to be lucky or hope for the best, really. But this is such a, what should I say, it's a slow going game. It's very, very calming really to play. It's not much action. You can speed it up obviously, and he's actually building a catapult there, I see. So we really want to take this building now. It looks like he only has the one soldier there as well, so this should be really easy for me. I can see my little soldiers marching in here, and they all seem to be, yeah, 3 generals and 1 sergeant, so this should be easy for me. So let's see how this goes. Now I have his little soldier waiting there for me. It looks like, yeah, all his watchtowers are pretty badly manned actually. I wonder why that is. So I know he had gold before me. Let's see. Yeah, it's not really producing much coins. But he still has a couple. You can have different tactics obviously. You can tell the settlement to keep the stronger soldiers close to your headquarters rather than sending them out to the border. Which is what he might have done, so it might be that when I reach his headquarters that he has all the strong soldiers over there, and there we have the headquarters actually. That he has all the strong soldiers there, and so that will be a proper fight for me. Attacking the headquarters is obviously the hardest bit, because that's where he has the most soldiers. And since I'm up on this little clearing here, a little hill, there's no way for me to build a path down to my own land. I can't build a road over this little hill part here. So what I have to do is either take over this guardhouse or this watchtower here. They will probably both be equally easy, but it would be more troublesome for him, I think, if I take over this guardhouse here, because yeah, there seems to be more production going on over here. And I'm surprised I've already reached his headquarters actually. Unless he's really expanded like up eastwards, he hasn't expanded very quickly. But like I said in the beginning of this game, that's something the AI normally is really bad at, is the infrastructure and getting like material out from the headquarters out into the fringe areas quickly. As you can see, his road network is just a mess really. I mean, what's going on here for instance, it seems pretty random, to be honest, and yeah. So let's see. We have a ship waiting for orders. She's down here now, right underneath him. So I'm gonna check this out. I'm gonna build a harbor here. And I'm actually quite glad that I built many ships, accidentally admittedly, but still, because they are very handy. Obviously they are the ones that send goods to the outskirt little settlements if you don't have them connected to your main settlement. So you need many ships if you want your little colonies, so to speak, to get goods quickly. Let's see, we did that and that and that, and the coal mine is depleted, so I'm glad I built up another one at once, and we'll do that again. We have some more over here, so that should be okay. I also noticed that we have loads of oversupply of grain, so what we can do now is build many pig farms and many bakeries. So let's build up another bakery somewhere. Since we have farms pretty much everywhere right now, I'm not too worried about the placement of my bakery, so I'm gonna build one here for instance, and a bakery, and like that. And we want to connect them with each other as well, so that the bakery gets it directly from the mill rather than having to go all the way around, which it might do anyway. Let's see, this guy doesn't need more coins. Something I do sometimes if I see that material is going somewhere where I don't want it to go, like for instance if I noticed that a coin was going to this building here, is to disconnect the road, because then the new goal for the coin would be to go back to the storehouse, so the game would kind of forget about sending it to the guardhouse. So that way you don't waste that. I see here that we have a bit of a holdup on my road net. It seems to emanate from here somewhere. Let's see why that could be. This guy is really slow for some reason. I'm gonna help him out like this. Just build double road nets. Means there are two guys. And it seems fine here. Actually, that tree is kind of blocking my view, so I'm gonna do this, which is kind of awkward. You can turn the camera around. Okay, that didn't really help me. I have to go further up. Turn the camera around and look in behind the tree. Yeah, it looks like the problem is here in this little hole, but I have no idea why actually. I don't know why that is, but hopefully it'll solve itself now. I'll also build up a donkey farm that we haven't had yet, because I feel confident that we have enough grain now to sustain it. It's normally something I build quite late in the game, because it's it speeds up your delivery of goods, but quite slowly, depending obviously on how many donkeys you have. Donkey farms you have. But I definitely feel it's more important to put the grains into a food production for the mines firstly. But now we have a pretty nice surplus here of grain. So I'm gonna build up 2 donkey farms right next to each other, and then we also need a well, because they use the exact same materials as the pig farm, 1 grain and 1 water per donkey. Let's see then, can we build more? Actually, I know something else we need to do. We want to do this. I need more meat cleavers so I can build more butchers, because now I'm out of meat cleavers. And let's see how my what the heck is he? Metalworks. It's over here. It's doing actually. Oh yeah, stop production, so let's start that up again. He doesn't have any iron, but I hope he'll get some soon. Let's see how many soldiers I have actually. I might have very, very many. Only 8. That's not many at all, so we want to keep producing that. I've exhausted a gold mine. I never like doing that, obviously. You want as much gold as possible. I have some more gold here, so let's start that up. See how I'm doing on food. Yeah, overproducing bread, that's great. Let's see if I can do another fisherman somewhere. Here maybe. Nah, it's a bit too far to the water. I have one here, I know. But then I'm not really close to the coastline anywhere, except for these areas obviously, so I can build one here. I feel now that since the AI, the computer, was as simple as he seems to be, my catapult has still not hit him. That's ridiculous. Since the AI seems so simple, these harbors won't really come into use, but otherwise it's a good idea to kind of surround the enemy if you have the material for it, if you have the soldiers for it. I'm actually a bit lower on soldiers than I thought I'd be. I think the problem is my I'm not smelting enough iron. But it doesn't seem to be much of an issue since, yeah, I'm doing quite well anyway. So let's see, I'm gonna leave it actually. And we have that building kind of lonely standing there, so I'm gonna push forward again. Do a very big attack there, but only 3 people fit in this house, so I'm gonna attack with 3. And now we'll see, because what I just remembered is that the soldiers from the headquarters might come out and help as well, but it doesn't look like it actually. And you know, if my soldiers need more help, because I'm sending out 3 generals now, if they would have needed more help, I can always attack with more, so it's not really a problem. So let's see how this works. There's only the 1 soldier in there, and he's just a private, so this will be an easy fight for me, fortunately. I can remove all of these, and that. Come on. He sort of gets... Oh! We got many hits on my officer. That was 1 bad officer. What's he been doing? Just sitting on his ass, not training his sword skill. But I think he got him there. Yep. So here we go. Oh, there's a catapult. What I want to do then is immediately destroy this building, rather than having the catapult attack my soldiers here. Because the problem is, if I were to attack this building now to get rid of the catapult, I would not get it fast enough to prevent potentially losing soldiers to the catapult. So my little soldiers, they're all 3 in one icon, that's why it looks like just the one soldier. They will now head back to the storehouse, I hope, which isn't too far away, it's right there. Hope that's not too far. No, it won't be a problem. And then they will be sent out elsewhere when they're needed. So our next hit should be that guardhouse, or we attack this guardhouse and burn it down like I just did with the other one here. So basically just disrupt his production lines and infrastructure and everything. So I think I'm gonna end this part here, and we'll see how we continue our assault in the next part, and that might actually be the last part if this is all he has to offer in form of resistance. This was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be, but we'll see. I'm not there yet. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then.